M or W, up or down, balls up, balls down, P or D.
Which side is the sun, man? Are we surfing?
Wait, which way is up?
Spin the Racket.
Welcome back to Spin the Racket, the recreational tennis pod, covering everything from the league player to pro tennis. I'm your boy G.
And I'm Lu.
Today we have a special episode. We're talking about the U.S. Open. It's coming up this Sunday, August 24th. So we have a special guest with us talking about the Open, my good friend Nic Howe.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me.
Welcome to the pod. We're happy to have you here.
Excited to be here.
So U.S. Open is one of my favorite Grand Slams. Lou and I did a little bit of a ranking on the last episode 4, in terms of which ones are our favorites. So check that out if you haven't done that yet. But it's a great time of the year, typically good weather in New York. You have all of the Grand Slams already mapped out. So one last one to see who's the new champion here. You excited for the Open? What do you think?
I am. I listened to episode 4, liked most of your guys' rankings. I think of the French Open a little higher than you guys think.
Yeah.
Just because I love the dirt ballers, the grinders. But I definitely agree. It's probably Wimbledon, U.S. Open are kind of my top 2.
I love it. Well, just for the folks listening and watching, we're good friends. I've known you for a while. Nic is someone who is an incredible tennis player. He has an amazing background. I'll let you do the honors of kind of walking us through who you are. What's your story?
Yeah, appreciate that. I am a weekend warrior these days, as you guys say. No, I grew up in Cleveland, played college tennis for a school in Cleveland called Case Western. Yeah, it's a great program, kind of one of the national D3 powerhouses. I think they've been in the championship for the last 5 years, and they turn out some really good players. So it was an awesome experience. Loved it. Hopefully going back here in a couple weeks to play the current team, which we typically do on every day, Labor Day.
Oh, that'll be fun. Will Hopper be there?
Hopper will be there.
Yes.
What was your transition from college tennis to recreational tennis? Did you take a break? Like, what was that like?
Yeah, this is actually a really fitting question of being on a pod with G. So when I finished college tennis, I was working for a few years in banking, really didn't pick up a racket all that much, played around a little bit with some of my buddies that were still living in Cleveland, moved down to Atlanta, went to Emory for grad school again, didn't really pick up a racket that much. Then COVID hit. I met G, and we went out and we were playing a bunch during COVID, and that was really what got me back into it.
Yeah, now we play a bunch. We're on different teams right now, but we both still play a ton of tennis around Atlanta. And
silver lining of COVID. I mean,
yeah,
brought you back to tennis. Look at that.
It did.
Silver lining of COVID.
It's kind of like half COVID, half I kept tearing my knees up playing basketball. So
I remember you mentioned that when
tennis is a little bit softer on the body for me, at least. So a little bit of a safer sport.
Are you saying tennis is soft?
No, not at all. But
some people would claim that, but obviously those people haven't played tennis.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Like real tennis,
Yeah, real tennis like pickleball.
You dabble in other racket sports. You won a pickleball championship, didn't you?
I played like a little local tournament. I did okay. A lot of my college buddies have like devoted their lives to it. Some of them are Instagram, YouTube famous. They play all the, PPA, APP, or whatever the hell they're called. They're really good. So
they play against like Jack Sock and like
some of the guys have made like semifinals of like some legitimate pro tournaments, and they're monetizing it. So They're doing a really good job.
But you still preference wise, pickleball, tennis. Where do you fall?
Oh, I've played pickleball like 2 or 3 times in Georgia. Like I never play here.
So tennis is your favorite?
Tennis is my preference, yeah. But it is fun to get out there and like when you're playing with them, it's a good time. Yeah. I can see why people like it. It's just not something I could do like as my main sport.
Right. Just want to get that on the record that Nic's a tennis fan.
Yeah. Padel, on the other hand, it's pretty fun. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay. Ooh. Is that the one where you can like hit against the glass and the walls and stuff? Okay.
It's taking off around here too. There's some people that have built a few facilities and it's a good time. A lot of people have left tennis and kind of transitioned over to Padel.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah, you guys got to get out there.
There's a development in West Side Paper. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that in like Upper West Side.
Padel House.
Padel House. Yeah, so I helped them get set up at West Side Paper through my,
Sweet.
my 9 to 5.
Yeah.
But
I was out there last week, played for a little
Really?
bit. Yeah.
No way.
That's sweet.
okay, we've
Thanks for-
got to
thanks
we've
for the
got to
invite.
do this. We got to do like, the Spin the Racket goes and plays pickleball, Spin the Racket goes tries Padel.
Yeah.
I have what is it? I have not racquetball. I have squash courts at my gym. That's another one that we can, give it a shot. That's the one that I have legit like have no idea what squash is about. I can get mean on racquetball, but yeah, I just love angles, man. So yeah, but I mean, with that in mind, obviously we want to make note that this is the U.S. Open special, right? We're going to be dropping podcasts like this every once in a while where we just kind of break the rhythm, and there's some sort of catalyst. In this case, a U.S. Open. It's a little bit of a big catalyst, right? There's a lot going on in the U.S. Open right now. There's a lot of different changes going on. There's a lot of headwind, and so we're going to go over a segment called Big Moves, and we're going to talk about, how the US Open sometimes is the platform for a lot of changes to come to light. In this case, we can look at new brand deals, new sponsorships, coaching moves, and obviously the special mixed doubles that now came about. We're interested in what happened there. So we're going to peel back that onion a little bit and find out. So where do you guys want to get started?
Let's talk about the mixed doubles championship. US Open changed the format this year, got rid of the traditional mixed doubles tournament, and made it more of like an exhibition style. I know that's kind of a dangerous word to use, exhibition, when you talk about, professional doubles players, but they mix it up where it's 16 teams are playing. They did at least give a wild card to the 2024 US Open mixed doubles champions to enter, but the rest of the field was pretty much like top singles players, kind of a mix of like the names that we all know in terms of top players, and so it kind of changed it up this year. But curious for your guys' reactions just on thoughts of the format, how you felt like things kind of went down.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Well, this is pretty cool because I'll give you my very honest reaction. This is the first time I've watched mixed doubles at the US Open. If they got something, whatever they were cooking, they got it right, because they were basically, in my opinion, able to give live to maybe a segment of the tournament that doesn't get as much viewership, and they just made it hype. It's like you want to see some of these players in a totally different scenario. Maybe you're getting a little uncomfortable. Maybe hitting those balls that, let's be honest, you don't hit when you're playing singles, right? So you're kind of matching the conventional with the unconventional, and then you get to see someone completely out of their comfort zone. Like we know Taylor Fritz is not like the best doubles player, right? So it's like cool to see him and his progression as like, I think his hands have gotten better at the net. But like, I think for the past like few months or a few times that I've seen him play doubles, the commentator will always bring that up. Like, yeah, Taylor Fritz is not he doesn't have the best hands and all that stuff. Look at him at the net, whatever. It's like, all right, dude, but it's like that. I think that's the fun, right? You're obviously big household names, people with, let's just be honest, like these 16 teams have a pretty big following on social media, so they were able to, for lack of a better word, elevate a part of the tournament that maybe didn't have so much notoriety.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. I love doubles to start, and then you just add all these big names, superstars to it. Fun pairings between the men and the women.
Yeah.
To see, like I felt like I was spending as much time trying to figure out who was partnering with who leading up to it. And then the fact that an actual mixed doubles team won it, I feel like that just kind of like solidified it. And, I'm kind of hoping next year they maybe expand it one more round, get some more doubles specialists in there, maybe go to like all sets being to 6, no ad, finding ways to keep it fast, but making it a little more legitimate of a tournament and less of an exhibition feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I do think the one knock I had was like these people played for 2 days and now they're Grand Slam champions,
Right.
which
Yeah.
is like, it does just
Yeah.
feel like a little asterisk,
Right.
you know?
For sure. Yeah, and I mean, just looking at some of the names, I mean, obviously to your point, like it's bringing out Pagula and Draper and Alcaraz and
Mhm.
Sinner, like the really big ticket names. I think it's also resulted in the prize money going up. So it was
For sure.
$1 million check,
No,
for a couple days of work.
that's another reason why I want some of the doubles, specialists to participate in that and get a
Yeah.
payday and, stick around longer. And one cool thing I heard was maybe you take the mixed doubles champions from each of the other 3 Grand Slams and give them a wild card,
Yeah.
or automatic entry into it, which I think would just be great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
That would be cool. I do think that's the question on the table too, is do the other Grand Slams follow the format of the US
Mhm.
Open and try to open
Mhm.
it up in that way? As someone who, we play as adults mixed doubles quite often, and that's the funny thing, most adults play doubles these days. They don't really play singles matches like we watch on TV. But there is some part of me that is kind of sad for like traditional mixed doubles players. Like obviously they take pride in their craft. Like they're
Sure.
really good at doubles and what they do, and all of a sudden they're kind of eliminated from being able to compete in a tournament like this. But I do think maybe they can find a middle ground in terms of, to your point, expanding the tournament,
Mhm.
making it a little bit more traditional and inviting other double specialists to participate.
The other thing I was going to just piggyback off that with the doubles, it's like, as adults, everyone plays doubles. Pickleball, the main events are doubles. It's always bothered me that like in tennis, doubles is like forgotten about.
Yeah.
And it's like such an exciting sport. There's a lot of athleticism. There's shorter points. It should have great appeal for, national television.
Right.
And it just doesn't.
For sure.
Right.
For sure.
I think it's wild, right? Growing up, I was the same way. Like I appreciate it a lot more as an adult than I did as a kid or a junior. Growing up, doubles was just kind of an afterthought. But now, having played more and more doubles as a recreational player, it's opened me up to like how fun it can be, to how entertaining it can be to watch. Right? Like I got to see, what's his name, Thanasi Kokkinakis and Nick
Mhm.
Kyrgios at the final of the Atlanta Open here, like 2-3 years ago, and
That was after Kyrgios withdrew from singles, by the way.
There you go.
I
Yeah.
mean, will always have beef with that guy for that. I'm front and center, paid a bunch of money for tickets, and then
Serious?
Manarino walks out like, oh yeah, Kyrgios is out. And then he comes and plays doubles like 4 days in a row and wins the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He already pulled out of the
Well,
US Open too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, I got to
Yeah.
see that final. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I took my wife to watch it, and she agrees with me. She's not much of a tennis player, but she's gotten into it, and we got to watch. That was the final between Alex de Minaur and Brooksby.
Yeah, Demon's a beast.
Dude, yeah, Demon dominates on the hard
Fast course.
Yeah, so that was fun and all, but then we just stayed for the doubles final, and I thought that was the real final. That felt like
Mhm.
the real final. I mean, just watching Kyrgios and Kokkinakis like just serving pancakes and just going like so big on every shot. It's like, dude, it's
Yeah, they're an exciting
legit.
team.
Yeah, they're shooting to kill, and that's the fun thing about doubles. It's like it just feels so fast paced. Everything's happening so fast. There's so many angles, so much variety.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I thought again, and a big appreciation for that segment of the sport.
For sure.
Yeah, it's funny looking at the draw and the folks who entered in the tournament. I know there was a lot of buzz just going around about the pairings. Like, do you
Mhm.
remember like they were talking about, oh, like Carlos is playing with Emma, like, what's going
Mhm.
on there? And
Yeah.
like,
Fancy
they came up with
that.
names. They came up
Yeah.
with names, dude. Was it like Rodolcaraz or something like that? Like,
really? That's crazy.
yeah, no, they have like a name for them now. But I saw somewhere on like Tennis TV or something like that. They came up with a name for the pairings.
That's
It
funny.
was interesting. I think one of my favorite was Townsend and Shelton. Just
Mhm.
seeing like Townsend just like does doubles volleys, man. She's just like creating these crazy angles. And then
Yeah,
you
she's
see, like,
actually. I'm surprised they didn't do better. They were kind of a sleeper team that I
Right.
thought would kind of go a little further.
Yeah.
But that
Huge
match they
serve.
played against Collins,
Uh-huh.
Collins was a beast at doubles.
Yeah. She was
I mean, she was
she was
hanging
swinging
in
balls
there.
off of like just like hard
I mean,
shots.
she was just like flexing, like
yeah.
swinging volleys right at their
Yeah.
hip. Like it's tough.
Yeah.
yeah.
That was a good match.
I'm honestly surprised they didn't do better with like Townsend's like her volleys, and then like again Big Ben, right, with the big serve. So
Yeah.
that was a surprise for me.
Yeah. I expected to see Draper and Pagula in the final. Like I don't know if you watched the match tiebreak. They were up like 8-4 and then lost the next 6 points. I was like, it's kind of disappointing. But because Draper, I mean, looked pretty solid just going through. I mean, Pagula's an incredible doubles player too.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. It's because he put sleeves on for the semi. The first night he was wearing the new cutoff, had the lightning bolt showing.
Is that what it is?
And then to the disappointment of all his fangirls, he put on sleeves. And me, I'm a fangirl. I love Draper.
I was going to say there's some big changes in the sponsorships here too. Obviously, you got Draper as a new Vuori guy. Like Nick's big in the fits and the fashion here. Yeah, like what do you think about the fit?
I liked it. I didn't love it. It's a good fit. I mean, I'm glad he's switching it up. I'm a little bit disappointed in Nike over the past few years. I feel like they've been dropping the ball.
Both, brother.
They've let a lot of good players go, and I feel like their kits have just been lackluster.
Just disappointing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice to see some of these other brands coming up. Vuori, Foe, and the Lulu.
Take my paycheck.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's been sponsorship changes. There's been some coaching changes. Like Coco has a new coach here. I guess working on that serve, maybe.
That's right. She still has a chance to win a Grand Slam with a bad serve. It's hell of a problem to have.
I was gonna say it was getting like pretty dismal, like in terms of her serve. Like she was racking up like 20 double faults in a match, and but still winning some of these matches. I'm like, how do you do that?
I mean, that's how good she is.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Elite mover, pretty much no other weaknesses, and just stuff. Once she gets the ball in play, she's good to go.
That's that kind of brings me back to episode 1, and I want to ask you, Nick, because that kind of proves my point, right? Would you rather have no serve or no forehand?
As someone who already does not have much of a serve, I would definitely take a big serve. The game's got to be so easy if you can hit a good serve.
Yeah.
Like I saw some clip of Opelka, and it's like, man, I didn't serve that good today. And then there's a clip of him hitting like 20 aces, and then his like second serves bouncing over people's heads.
That's funny.
It's like,
that's a bad day for him.
You just serve and volley, and you hold every time, find yourself in breakers with a chance. I mean, what more could you ask for?
All right, so let's take a look at the draw here. So excited that, first off, there's a Sunday start this year, which is interesting.
I like it.
A little extra day for the first rounds to get completed. But we'll start off with the women first here. This top quarter, we have obviously Sabalenka's quarter here. It's an interesting one. You have some good players. Paolini there lurking at the bottom of her quarter. You got Towson, you got Rybakina, you got Mertens. I mean, this is a pretty loaded section here. Like, what do you think, Nick?
It is, and I think it's even spicier because Sabalenka and Rybakina just played, and Rybakina got the best of her.
Yeah.
And Paolini's been playing well. You've got Fernandez is playing well. It is a strong section.
Yeah. Even like some of the non-seeded players. I mean, you have like
Emma.
Yeah, Emma.
She's serving really well. I watched her match against Sabalenka in either Toronto or Cincy, and she was right there.
Yeah.
Third set breaker.
She could be making a little comeback here.
Yeah,
and then
I think so.
Okay, there. And then you got Vondrousova down there, former Wimbledon champion. So it's pretty loaded. I mean, I think first round for me, I definitely want to see how Emma does in that first round. Probably has a little bit more eyes on her, just kind of coming off of a nice hot run. She gonna actually kind of build back up to that former U.S. Open limelight that she was in before? Will she shrink away? Like, let's see how her game is looking. Who else do you have an eye on here in this first round?
I mean, it's hard to not say Sabalenka. She's got to be one of the favorites, and she's just, when she's on, she's almost unbeatable.
Yeah.
Dude, have you heard her play at the U.S. Open?
Like heard her grunting?
Dude, I saw her at, I think it was 2021. I was just coming back to like tennis. I took a pretty big hiatus, and I could hear her from outside the stadium while I was getting dinner.
I believe
was
it.
like, who is this lady, bro? Like, I get there, I sit down, and I'm like, who's this lady just crushing the ball? she was like yelling the loudest and hitting the hardest, way harder than both Carlos and Felix were hitting. I was just like, wow, like this lady's hitting like Serena Williams.
Yeah, she's a beast.
Yeah, it's crazy. Just like this is my first impression. Like the first time I saw Arena Sabalenka, and I was like, wow, she's loud and she hits very hard.
Yeah, absolutely. So who's coming out of this quarter, you think? It's jam-packed. Like, who survives?
Give me Arena.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be her versus Rybakina. I think Clara Towson's going to go decently far. But I think Sabalenka's going to be on a mission here.
Yeah.
She seems to do really well in New York as well.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, I could see Paolini, Sabalenka kind of going up against each other in that quarter. But yeah, it's hard to bet against Sabalenka. I just feel like she's just so rock solid this year.
Yeah.
All right, who we have in quarter 2?
Ooh, we start with Pegula.
She's not been playing that well this year.
Yeah.
But I think she's going to do okay here.
She's defending a lot of points. I mean, she was a finalist last year, so she needs to do okay here.
Yeah. Another one to watch here, American Emma Navarro. She's been really struggling recently, like pretty badly.
Yeah.
So, and she was a semifinalist 2 years ago, maybe.
Sounds right.
And she's had some decent slam runs, but she's going to have some points to defend here.
Yeah. A few fun matches in this first round. I mean, obviously, got to have your eyes on Mboko. Like coming off that big win in Montreal, like there's a lot of eyes on her. She's a seeded player here. You go back up against Krejcikova, who's not going to be an easy first round, but
yeah, I forgot about that.
That'll be fun to watch, I think. And then you got
absolutely.
Yeah, you got Taylor Townsend down there too, and obviously Taylor like plays really well at the U.S. Open. I feel like she's had some big wins like in the past, like over Halep and stuff, and so I don't know. I feel like she can get hot and maybe win a couple of rounds here. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, she's gonna be playing Ostapenko second round though. That's a tough one. She can smack it too.
Oh my gosh.
And then who's at the bottom against Parks? I think that's supposed to be a good
against Andreeva.
Yeah. Okay. I like her. Yeah. She's the real deal. And she's a sleeper. She's not even a sleeper anymore. She's really damn good. But I think she's gonna make a big run here. And then Mboko is a beast too. So I could see them playing each other, 2 18-year-olds deep in this tournament. That'd be fun.
Who's coming through this quarter, Luis?
Yeah, I would put my money on Andreeva.
Yeah, I think that's a decent bet.
Yeah, for the second one, I don't know, man. I mean, I would hope that Pegula pulls through, right? That would be great, but not sure.
Pegula, Andreeva quarter. I mean, that'd be fun to watch.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
I mean, I feel like I obviously pick like the top seeded people in this quarter, so I mean, you can't go wrong with that. But
there's no money on the line, just your pride.
There's no money on the line. I don't do not quote me when in 2 weeks.
Yeah, don't follow him for bets. Just
no, don't follow me for bets. I don't bet money on sports.
So Q3 actually is pretty loaded.
Yeah,
like it's
a lot of names here.
Star-studded. Like you got Keys, you got Kvitova, you have Venus Williams playing a first round against Mukova. That's a tough first round for my girl V.
That's rough for Venus.
But yeah, you got Kasatkina. I mean, you have Haley Baptiste, you have Osaka. I mean, you just keep going and going. It's like
Donna Vekic.
A loaded tech shit. Yeah. Who do you have your eyes on here? I mean, Coco. I almost missed that. Coco Gauff there at the bottom. I mean, yeah. Which round do you want to see? I mean, which match do you want to see first here?
I mean, I think the Venus Williams first round is going to be must-see TV.
For sure.
She has proven she has the ability to win that.
Yeah.
Mukova is also probably one of my favorite women to watch. The way she plays, she's super athletic. She's got great slice, good hands, kind of an all-around player. Personally, in this section, though, I think Maddie Keys is going to come out with it. She's playing just very solid this year. these courts are going to suit her well. She's going to get some night matches in front of the fans. I give her the edge over Coco just because the serving woes she's having. And I just think she's due for another big run.
Yeah. Yeah, Coco and Maddie Keys had a really good match this year, and I mean Coco edged her out, and she was also struggling with the serve there. But yeah, you want to think if Maddie is just like on fire, then that's gonna be a tough one for Coco to get over if she's having her serve as a liability. I love seeing Osaka here as a seeded player too. Like she's been on the come up since having a kid and struggling a little bit, mental health, some other things going on, and finally has been able to click some matches together. So it's really cool to see her as a seed. And I don't know, it's like if she's on, she's a tough player to beat.
No doubt. I mean, 4-time Grand Slam champion. You don't want to see one of those just floating around in the 20s of a draw,
Seriously, kind of like a dangerous floater there. But yeah, like I said, a ton of really good players here.
That Bolter Kostyuk match will be a pretty good first round too.
Yeah. I forgot about Katie Bolter. Yeah, it's literally star-studded. You have Kvitova probably playing her last Grand Slam ever, right? She's supposed to be retiring.
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
So that'd be interesting. I mean, you don't know how many more U.S. Opens Venus has in her. It could be Venus's last Grand. I mean, you just never know.
Probably Caroline Garcia's last Grand Slam too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a few years ago, she's top 5 in the world, one of the best players, and now she's seemingly on the way out. But
that's crazy. It's like
she's in this section, and you never know.
I'm big on the heart pulls. Like I would love to see Coco make another deep run. So if we could have a Coco Keys quarter, I'd be a happy guy. And personally, I would love to see Coco take it. But I think there's a ton of really good matches to watch in that area.
It's the U.S. Open, man. It's always like, it always feels like the Americans have like a second wind in this tournament. And so how can you not bet on the Americans?
Yeah.
The crowd is really powerful in the U.S. Open, and it can be disruptive. It can be empowering. And so, if you're a crowd favorite, like I feel like you've got a whole battalion of people behind you. It feels like that at the U.S. Open. And that's, I think, part of the reason players either love or hate to play at the U.S. Open. It's a very polarizing sort of setting.
For sure. Yeah, it's like the crowd's like a third player like on court. A lot of times you're playing singles. Like if they're against you, like then your crowd can be brutal. So
100%.
Man, just at first glance of this section, I mean, Iga's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Like she's gotta be loving this section.
I mean, you look at Anisimova at the top, Iga like destroyed her 0-0 in Wimbledon, and so you think, well, if they make it to the quarters, who's taking that one, right?
Yeah. I mean, Svitolina's, she's always going to win a couple rounds. She's going to be there in the mix, play everyone tough.
Yeah.
Shout out Gaye. Yeah, but Iga's, it's hard not to pick her just by looking at this.
Yeah.
She's just too steady. She's playing great. She's serving well.
It's kind of crazy, like how quickly the storylines change in tennis. Like earlier this year, she wasn't that player that you were like, oh, she's about to like crush the second half of the year, but you get a little confidence, and then you can go on a run.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see Danielle Collins up there. Like, is this her last tournament? You never know. She may just play another year. But I know she had some injury issues. Was it the back maybe or something like that in Cincy? So she may not be 100%, but still fun to watch.
Yeah, when she's hitting well, she can take the racket at anyone's hand.
Yeah.
The
Danimal.
Yeah.
All right. So if we zoom out a bit here, obviously we talked about the quarters and who we think is going to win these quarters. All right, let's look at the finals. Who is going to be in the final and who is going to win?
Sabalenka's going to be in the final, bro.
Yeah, so if memory serves me correctly, I think we're going to have Sabalenka and Andreeva in a semi.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think we're going to have Keys and Iga in the other semi.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to be a Sabalenka-Iga final.
Wow.
Pretty basic, but it's the match I think we need in the final just to kind of wrap up the year.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going by the seeds, so 1 and 2 in the final.
Yeah, honestly, dude.
Yeah, I know it's not that of an exciting pick, but
It's
I
okay.
just think that's what's going to happen.
You're just not a risk taker anymore.
Let me ask you this question. If you had to pick one player that you think is like going to have a deep run that, let's just not talk about the final, maybe it makes it to the semifinals, which player would you pick?
Yeah, that's tough, Luis. I mean, obviously, I could go with like a seeded player who's been playing really well. If I go off on a limb a little bit, I'm going to say Raducanu. I think she's a player who's looking for a little bit of a redemption. WTA is notoriously unpredictable and who can go far and have some upsets
Right.
here, but obviously she's had some big wins this year. I think she comes in with a lot of confidence. Like, let's see her go deep. I believe in it.
I mean, Grand Slams in general are notoriously unpredictable, right? Like you always have. Like right now, I'm eager to see what's going to be the first round upsets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick with Emma because looks like Rybakina's kind of the first big seed she'd come against.
Yeah.
And she can beat anyone, but she can also, just lose to anyone too. She tends to overhit sometimes.
Yeah, no, it'll be a good test. I mean, the American in me wants to think that Madison Keys may go and win this one here. That'd be kind of a fun one to see, I think. JPEG, you have that's what I call her, Pagula JPEG, up in the top half there. It'd be cool to see her go deep again. She has a lot of points to defend after making the final last year. But yeah, if I wanted to be interesting and put some money on the table here, I'd probably say Madison Keys to win 2025 US Open.
Okay.
All right. So we've got a wrap here on the women's singles draw. Let's get into the men's. All right, the men's is also pretty loaded, guys.
Indeed.
Got some good ones here. Obviously, Sinner's at the top.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I need to see. He's moving on. Next.
He's out of this quarter?
Dude, yeah. I mean,
really? So you're just going to discount Jack Draper down
I'm not going to discount him. I'm not discounting him. He's going to get like 4-4 and forward by Sinner.
Wow.
Yeah, good luck.
No discount.
Yeah,
just what it is.
Like, if we had some good ones here, I think like I would love to see another Rusevori and Sinner match, just because those two dudes. Have you ever seen them like practice together?
Yeah, Rusevori is just like a Timu Sinner. They're like the same player.
Dude, they're like the same player, but somehow one's ranked way higher than the other, right?
Yeah.
But they hit so similar. It is like ridiculous. It's
yeah,
like
same racket, similar-ish build, pale.
Similar, like
pale white guys just smacking the ball.
Who's just dragging the mill out here?
That'll be a good one. I feel like a sleeper here is Bublik. I don't know why. I feel like Bublik is like if he wants to turn it on, he can go deep.
See, that's interesting. I think that's an upset first round. That's
I think that's an upset for and that's this thing about Bublik, right? It's like,
but Cilic, U.S. Open champion. He proved at Wemby he can play Grand Slam tennis right now.
Yeah,
he's tough. I mean, he's gonna be who he is, and it's gonna be a pretty high level.
Yeah.
Musetti's gonna have a hard time with Pesci Pericard. I feel like
that's tough.
I mean, fast court. This guy is just like serving pancakes. Like that's gonna be a testing, 3-setter for the guy minimum.
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah, I mean, you see that match, and you wake up, you check the draw, and you see Pesci Pericard, and you're just like, fuck,
go back to sleep. I hope it's a dream.
That is just not someone that's gonna be fun to play. Even if you win, it's gonna be just an absolute war.
Yeah, there's definitely, this one is like a loaded quarter. I think that top part there with Sinner, maybe a little bit more open than the bottom section. But, our boy TP, you didn't even give him like a sniff, Nick. Nick just was like...
Dude, we kind of
love
skipped
TP.
right through him.
I love TP. He's going to be in the mix, but he's just, unfortunately, he's in center section. So it's like...
He's in center section.
It's just a limited ceiling.
TP has a better chance against Alcaraz than he does against Sinner, in my opinion.
He actually plays Alcaraz pretty well.
Yeah,
he did. That's what I'm saying. He plays Alcaraz pretty well, and he's beat him before. He's got a positive record with him, but Sinner is just like, if I looked at this, like Shapovalov, like
It's upset alert.
I don't know, dude. He's just
Which
I
is
mean, I
doing pretty
think
well.
sleeper in this section for me is Gab Diallo. I mean, he is improving significantly, and he's got a pretty complete game. He's got all the weapons, former college tennis player, so I root for him. He's good.
Yeah, he's fun to watch. I feel like I could see Kaboli making a little deep run. Like he's someone who likes the big scene, like the big court, all that energy and atmosphere. And so, I mean, he has a little section there he can kind of, glaze on.
Yeah, you think he gets by Jensen? That's a tough matchup for him. You don't.
I mean, Jensen is.
Jensen's Jensen, man. He's going to be a tough out. And if you're a flashy guy and you have a bad day and you're losing to Jensen, you're like, Jesus.
I mean, he can just surprise you.
Yeah.
His game is.
I think that's a tough match for Kabali.
Yeah, like the U.S. Open again, dude. The Americans have like a 1.2x multiplier like right now.
Yeah, another first round Fucsovic Shapo. That should be a good match. I feel like Fucsovic always shows up for the Grand Slams.
Yeah,
best of 5 tends to suit him better.
Yeah.
Doesn't have an ounce of body fat on him. He's a machine.
That's definitely an upset alert for Shapo. Unfortunately, I mean, obviously we know Shapo's been going up and down all year, and Fukovic is coming off a good run in Winston. Like I think he might take him.
Dude, Shapo has so much potential. He's beautiful tennis, but I wish the guy did just one more.
Yeah, he needed to switch to a two-hander like 15 years ago. That thing is just barbecue chicken for these top guys. It's just
so Nick
not going to take him that far.
So Nick has Sinner coming through this section.
Yeah,
Lou,
do you not?
Who do you have coming through?
I mean, dude, honestly, I like my boy Draper.
Okay,
I'm a big fan of Draper. So if I could get a Draper Sinner, that'd be fantastic. With maybe
the rematch.
I have hopes with. Yeah, I mean, it probably everyone in the top half is screwed. So if I were to bet for somebody, it would be on the bottom half, anywhere from 17 to 32. I would think maybe Musetti, or I feel like Brooksby or Diallo could take it. Kabali too. Like there's potential there to take it to Draper, but
yeah, it's a fun section.
Yeah,
there'll be good matchups no matter what happens.
See. All right, let's look at
I mean, I know you guys were talking about first round upsets. How about Zverev versus Tabilo?
Dude, sorry,
you don't see that? No, you don't.
Tabilo was playing well a year and a half ago, and Zverev is just he's too solid. How's Tabilo going to hurt Zverev? I just don't see it.
But but you could also argue that if Zverev were too solid, he would have made it past he probably would have won one by now.
I mean, he's been there, 3 or 4 finals at this point? I mean, he is right there.
That one against Team, that was his best chance so far.
Yeah, probably, unfortunately for him.
But yeah, this is a cool little section here. At the bottom, you got the Demon lurking down there. I
do love Demon.
Yeah, you have some players in here too that have just been struggling this year. I look at Tsitsipas and I'm like, is he going to make it out the first round?
This one is wide open, more so than any other section. But I think Zverev and Demon are just too solid. I want to call some upsets here, but I just don't see either of those guys, losing early and opening the section up.
What about your boy Monfils? You got him up there.
Monfils is going to make some noise for sure. If he gets that matchup with FAA second round, you know who I'm picking. But he's not beating Zverev.
Ugo Humbert.
Humbert is good, he likes fast courts.
He likes fast courts, that's right.
He likes stadiums. He's a big match player for sure.
Yeah. It's tough though. That guy's going to bring it for best of 5. And then Kovacevic, this section kind of opens up a little bit.
What do we think about Andre and Karen?
They're going to do what they do. I think Karen's going to be there playing Demon most likely.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid this year.
And then Rublev, he could be there playing Zverev.
He's been so volatile. I always, like I said, I pull from my heart. To see FAA make another deep run would be so cool. Obviously he did it a few years ago, was up there with Foe in the late rounds, But I don't know, these Canadian players just for some reason,
Yeah.
like when it gets to like
Mhm.
the rubber meets the road, like
Yeah.
they're driving off. They're not like out there to fight in the
Yeah.
trenches. They're just for some reason just wilt. And I'm just like, why?
This is such a dark analogy, but I mean, I think we kind of skipped a little bit over Arnaldi and Cerundolo as well. I think that
True.
would be a good like first round.
Dope.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I mean, great match. Definitely must see TV. Man, that City Pass line is just R.I.P.
You used to love stuff. What happened?
I
to him?
do. I mean, he had such a beautiful all-around game, and he mentally is just not there anymore. Which is it's sad. It's depressing.
Is it Paula's fault?
Could be. I don't know. I like to think he could recover and still be playing solid
He's a big
tennis,
boy.
but he's out here losing like first round of Winston-Salem 250s.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Writing poems and just I don't
Yeah.
know. Hopefully he can just
Weird cat. Weird cat.
he has to lock in. I don't know. Something needs to change.
Dude,
So
you just got to go through like a winter arc, bro. Like, a breakup, and then all of a sudden just gets to the gym and the tennis court nonstop, and all of a sudden he starts winning. That's what's
Yeah, the
happening.
problem with him is like the one-handers today. Like these guys are just too good, and to consistently win with a one-hander against these,
I heard
top
he was
15,
trying to,
20
he was
players.
trying to switch.
you just can't. Like
I heard
It's-
he was trying to switch, dude, for the U.S. Open. That's like I
To two
forget
hands?
where I saw it, and I was like, yeah,
that'd be wild.
I was like,
That'd be
dude,
insane.
I forgot where. Obviously, somewhere deep in like Instagram or whatever, I saw like he
Did you
switched
get
coaches and
catfished?
apparently- Probably.
Yeah, I think you
I was
did.
like, dude, I would love to see Tsitsipas with a two-hander and see what happens there.
that'd be crazy.
That
All
would
right,
be
so-
wild.
Right?
So who do we think is coming through the section? I think you're leaning toward Sasha Zverev.
God, it's so
I think
basic.
Nick knows what he likes. Yeah, exactly. Nick knows what he likes.
Nick goes by the numbers. He's like, oh,
I don't though. Like it's just the thing is, in my opinion, you'll get a lot of upsets, but then there's these guys out here that are just too solid, and eventually the upset guys are
Yeah.
gonna just get outplayed by the better guys.
Yeah.
And Demon is just too consistent.
Yeah.
Give me Demon in this section.
Okay, look at you going
Yeah.
out on a limb. You feel safe? There's a branch cracking yet? Or no? You're
Give me
so good.
Demon.
You want Demon? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I want Rublev to make it out of this.
he's playing a lot better this year. He was on that CT Pass arc last year. It's nice to see him
Hopefully
recover.
He's seeing a therapist. Yeah, dude. Honestly.
Yeah.
I can relate to the guy, So I get a little intense on the court. So I feel for him. I just want to see an intense guy make it through. Being able to stay steady.
Yeah. We'll dive into that later.
Yeah, no, thank you. I take the posture of we bury it deep inside.
All right.
What do you think about this? We got some interesting ones here.
I mean, so this section is Taylor Fritz's section. Yeah, you see Djokovic up there at the top. That's
Wait,
interesting.
rewind for a second.
Okay.
Whose section is this?
This is Fritz's
Yeah, that's
section.
funny, the
You
way
just
that
called it
Gerard,
Taylor
like-
Fritz's section?
Yeah, I
Taylor
mean, he's
When
Fritz's
Novak
section.
Djokovic's name is
I
right there on
mean,
the top.
yeah,
hey, I'm going
That's
by the
crazy.
numbers.
Brave.
You know you're the numbers
That's
guy. So, I mean, this
insane.
is- technically, Taylor Fritz is 4, so this is his quarter.
Okay.
But, I mean,
Okay.
I meant no disrespect, no shade to Novak, but
yeah.
this is Taylor Fritz's section here, and it is also a pretty loaded one.
Dude, I see first round Nori versus Korda. My boy
Great
Sebi
match.
Korda.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like awesome, right?
Yeah.
Like,
And then the
Sebi
match right
Korda.
under it. Komasana and
Dude,
Michelson.
Komasana
I mean,
with
you've got a great.
Michelson.
And then the match under it.
Tiafo Nishioka, like
I think-
awesome.
I'm nervous
Nishioka's
for
beat him
that.
a few times.
The last 2
That's
times.
a tough matchup for
Nishioka's
Foe.
won. Yeah, I am nervous for Foe there.
You got Rune, Mensik, like you've got obviously the big guy, Fonseca, Kikmanovic, Nardi, like
I've seen enough. This is the most fun section of the draw.
dude, this is
I mean,
this is fun, dude.
literally every line, even first round, is just great. Mensik,
Mac.
Nico Jari.
Ballers.
You got
all
Fonseca, Miramar Kecmanovic first round. Nardi, Mahach. It's great stuff.
Dude, yeah, Jari's there too. Oh, bro, yeah, this is loaded.
Yeah. This is a good section.
Nakashima, I feel like, dude, I'm always such a fan of like his tennis, but I wish the guy went deeper. Like, I think Nakashima has pretty good tennis.
Yeah, he's fun to watch. He's a good player.
Yeah, B-Knock. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, so
You got all these names for
obviously,
these guys, dude. You got all these names for these guys. Like I've
That's
never
right,
heard of
yeah.
this. Like JPEG.
yeah. Come on.
He goes out on a limb and
Interesting.
calls Tommy Paul TP. Like, oh shit. Settle down with those nicknames, guys. You're getting out of control.
Everything can't be as creative as I would like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you have some really good players in here. We debate on whose quarter this is. It sounds like you're leaning toward. Obviously, I mean, yes, the Joker is a beast, right? So, I mean, does he come through this? Does Fritz come through? Do you think one of these other players are going to like get hot and kind of upset both of them? Like, what do you see?
Man, this section's really fun. It's hard to pick.
I stumped him.
If Tiafo makes it past Nishioka, then he can heat up.
Big foe.
Yeah, see, that's going to be my take of this section is faux early exit.
Why are you hating?
Not necessarily just saying round one, but there's just a lot of floaters out here and
Yeah.
a lot of points for him to defend. In what,
There's a lot of quality.
fourth round,
dude.
he'd have to play Novak. So, I mean, he's not getting past that.
Wow. Nick's
No.
always praying for his downfall.
I love Foe.
It's just
I love Foe. I
yeah,
want him to do well. It's better for the U.S. Open when he does well.
right.
This is gonna be a tough one for him.
Dude, there's no
If he gets
easy
far,
way
he's
out of
earned
this
it.
quarter.
He's earned
Yeah.
it.
Wow. What do you think, Lou?
You make it out of this quarter, I think you've got a pretty good chance.
Yeah, I think Fritz is tough, man. Because every now and then he'll just drop a dud in a Grand Slam. It's like he either in the semis or
Yeah.
he loses like first round to like Brandon Holt.
Right. We had that scare
Yeah.
at Wimbledon last
Right.
tournament where he almost lost to Pesci Pericard in the first round.
Yeah,
So.
I mean that's okay on grass, understood, and then he played Diallo next. So it's like, okay, but then he also made it to the semis.
Yeah. So
Probably
maybe he
should have
needs,
gone
like,
5
that-
with Alcaraz.
Maybe he needs that early round match to like, get him focused,
Yeah,
kind of play into shape. Like you said, like the first rounds in this section are definitely my favorite matchups. Like I definitely want to sit there and watch these all day if I can. I am a big Foe fan, as Nick knows and others do, and so like I mean I feel like he can get hot, to your point, Lou, and just kind of rip through here. I think him up against Djokovic would be a really cool matchup there. You get the New York crowd involved. Foe gets hot. It's tough to bet against him. So if I want to be fun in this quarter, I'm gonna say Big Foe comes through.
I mean, he'd have to beat Rune, Djokovic,
Rune might
and
lose
Fritz
early
back
too.
to back to back to get.
Yeah, Rune
Rune is
back
like
to
not-
lose the first
semis.
round, bro.
Yeah, I don't put a lot of money on Rune. I just never know.
Okay.
But who's in the section for you?
I'm not picking against Novak. He can show up, not have played, and he's still
Yeah.
gonna pull through.
It's not a bad choice.
Yeah, this is a grand slam, dude. You're giving Novak up to 5 sets to crush someone.
Yeah, I mean, if Korda is playing hot, I think he's one of the guys that could hit through Novak if he's playing well, but he's just not steady
Yeah.
enough to beat Novak in best of 5. And then I think Tien's going to give him a good battle. It's going to test him. They're going to get into long, lengthy battles, and it's going to get him in a rhythm. I think when he gets in a rhythm early in a tournament, he's going to rip off some of the next few rounds pretty easily. He's going to be
Sure.
fresh later, and then it's just prime time Novak versus, everybody else.
Yeah. Well, it'll be fun to see. We'll see kind of who gets out of that section there, and then the bottom. Obviously, we got Big Ben Shelton. You got Carlos Alcaraz. This is Carlos's quarter, unless Nick, you think this is Shelton's quarter, but you can correct me if I'm wrong.
I think it's safe to say it's Alcaraz's quarter.
Okay, good.
Big Ben will be making some noise, I think.
Can he get through?
I don't think so.
I don't
think so.
Let me look a
I
little
love
bit
asking
through
tough
the
ones.
rest of the section. If Alcaraz gets knocked out, I do think Shelton can make it. And Alcaraz has had some earlier exits at the US than other tournaments,
Mm-hmm.
but he's just playing too well right now. Like his game is really dialed. I think he's a lot sharper than he's been most of last year.
Yeah.
And I just don't see anyone else like that can really really threaten him.
Yeah, Alcaraz has gotten more efficient. Alcaraz and Shelton, in my opinion, are two guys that are notorious for like being so good that they like can afford to like lose focus and just kind of just bullshit around. Really,
Yeah.
you'll see like Shelton just kind of like ding the ball and slice and all that stuff, and Alcaraz, he'll go big and whatever, but. This year, it feels like Alcaraz is like bolted down a little bit, that stuff, and he's playing more efficiently. Whereas I feel like Shelton has yet to go through that growth stage, right? Of being more efficient with the way that he plays. So, yeah, I mean, dude, it's so difficult. I'm a huge Davidovich Fokina fan.
Yeah.
So I would like to see him like play Alcaraz,
That'd be a good match.
That'd be great. We can't discount Ruud and Medvedev, but
maybe we can.
Yeah,
we can probably discount them right now.
I mean, Ruud obviously took a break,
Look,
from the grass.
I love both those guys. It's 2 years ago. Maybe it's like, oh yeah. I mean, Medvedev did beat Alcaraz 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Give me Alcaraz.
So you want Alcaraz out of this?
I'll take Alcaraz.
Again, by the numbers. But no, you mixed it up for the last one, so I won't give you too much flack. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to bet against Carlos right now. I mean, he's looking super solid. I think the tennis fan in me wants to see Big Ben come through. He's just so much fun to watch. It'd be kind of cool to see him play up against Carlos in a quarter and actually win it in New York. But we'll see what happens.
You got the American multiplier, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, should be fun if he makes it deep.
That's what I'm saying, dude. They're like, this dude, Shelton's going to be like getting the crowd going and all that stuff. So he's going to use that to his advantage. Like, that's the thing. You've got the crowd factor at the US Open.
For sure. All right. So who do we think's going to be in the final here? You going 1 and 2 again?
Sadly. But I mean,
yeah, honestly,
that's what we all want to see. Think we're going to get it.
That's what the people want.
Give me Sinner.
Give you Sinner?
You got to give the people what they want. I mean, dude, honestly, I'd be happy if like Davidovich Fokina makes it deep enough to play Alcaraz. I would love to watch that. And after that, like whatever happens, happens. But yeah, 1 and 2.
Sheesh, that's tough. Okay. If I want to be interested, I mean, I talked about Big Foe, like taking out Novak and getting that quarter on the bottom. I mean, that'd be a cool semi to have Big Foe against Shelton. I don't know if that's just like too aspirational at this point, but
no, it'd be great.
I mean, it'd be cool to see.
I mean, it'd be great for tennis.
Yeah, it'd be pretty awesome.
Honestly.
But yeah, I mean, thinking about the top half, Sinner does seem super solid. I think if part of me is like, it'd be cool to see Draper kind of roll through. But yeah, if I'm being super realistic, yes, I think Sinner and Alcaraz in the final. Alcaraz takes it to even things up.
I like it.
I'd love to see Sinner and Demon at the US Open.
Yeah.
In the semis, yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be so sick. Like on, what is it, like on an unstoppable forehand and meets an unbeatable like legs or whatever. Like it's like the fastest hitting guy with the fastest guy. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
Cat and mouse.
Yeah. Demon just doesn't have enough like firepower though, just to like
Demon.
Yeah, to get over the edge, unfortunately.
Yeah, dude.
But it is a fun
He's
battle.
one of those guys, if the guy he's playing against isn't playing his best, he's gonna win.
For sure.
But if another guy can find that extra gear on him, they'll probably power through him.
Yeah.
A top guy. I mean, he's what, 6'7" in the world.
Yeah.
And he's
really
not many
good.
guys better than him.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited because I get to actually go to the US Open next week. So I'm going to go up there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nick, we didn't get the invite.
Sweet. I did not. Where are you, what days are you going?
Trips. So I'm going up on Wednesday afternoon. So I'll be there like Thursday, Friday,
Nice.
Saturday. Yeah, I'm excited. It'll be cool to check out some matches. Like I think the best court is like Louis Armstrong, in my opinion. Just like, obviously, if Ash, yes, you can get down to like a really low section and get close, sure, but no, that's not in my cards right now. But to be in Armstrong and like get like a really good matchup, maybe like an All-American matchup or something, like really gets the crowd going, like that's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah. It's so deep now. I mean, the guys who are all top 250, 300 in the world. Like you go through that draw, there's not that many bad matches. Like
Absolutely.
first rounds, I feel like back in the day, it was like just you don't even need to watch. But now it's like super fun.
Well,
Yeah.
obviously, we'll be tuning in to US Open on Sunday.
Some of us closer than others.
That's right. Some of us get to touch the ground, touch. See, touching grass. I'm touching the asphalt.
I
out
like it.
there, which would be kind of
I
cool.
expect Gerard to be vlogging the US
I
Open.
know.
I'm gonna give him all the
I know.
gear to start vlogging. So
I'm
you
ready.
leave this Wednesday, right?
That's right. So hook me
Okay,
up.
I'm gonna give you all my vlogging gear. Hopefully, last night we did a little bit of a vlogging sesh,
We
and
did.
my
I took him
light
to fourth.
literally just fell off the rig and then just
Bro.
tumbled into a puddle.
It was crazy.
You need to
No,
teach
I
him
don't
how to
know
use
that.
some of this stuff, because if like the hour
100%.
before this podcast were any indication of how the vlogs were going to go, his
Oh,
technical
oh,
skills need a little bit of
He's gonna be
sharpening.
fine.
Okay,
That's
miss,
the
I
fun thing
pressed
about
the
vlogging. It's like
I pressed the
very impromptu.
INST button.
Yeah.
And everything started working. Okay.
Hey, I got it working. I've never done a pod before.
Yep. Okay.
There you go, Nick.
All right. Yeah, no, I'm excited to watch some of the matches. Obviously, we'll keep a close eye on some of the fits here too. I
Yeah.
know we like some of the fashion and stuff. And episode 6 we have coming up after this will be a little bit of a US Open recap, but also going through some of the fashion too. So some of the women, the men, like what are people wearing? What are the shoes? Like what are the cool brands that are in? Which ones are out? Like we'll run it all through. We have Sarah Christopher coming on the pod to talk about that with us.
Sweet.
So yeah, Nick, thank you for joining us on this episode of the podcast. It's been a pleasure getting your insights into the US Open. We hope to have you here again, but it's been awesome.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, guys. Super fun. Love talking tennis. And whenever you guys need a guest, I can be the fill in.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. All right. Well, with that, thank you for watching.
I'm G.
And I'm Lu.
And I'm not.
Spin the Racket.
See you next time.